presidency. Okay, thank you. Well, dear colleagues, let me start by expressing my thanks for this lively and very interesting debate, which proved itself to be very, very timely. As you know, every year the Commission marks August 23rd as a day when we honour the memory of the millions of victims of all totalitarian regimes. Totalitarianism is not about ideology, nor colour. It is about an authoritarian mentality, practice and methodology. Totalitarianism is an enemy of democracy, freedom, of human dignity. Our duty is to keep those memories alive, to inspire and guide new generations in defending fundamental rights, the rule of law and democracy. We firmly stand together against whatever threatens the values of our European democracy. I see here in this House a collective and democratic commitment to defend, uphold and safeguard the European project. This European project was started in the aftermath of the Second World War, where wise and determined leaders, although it was very fresh in their memories what they had experienced just some years ago, they took a historical decision to put the foundations and to create a wider space of liberty, peace, democracy and stability. It is exactly what we Europeans are enjoying today. But we should never take this for granted. It is our duty to take this project forward. Today we know that certain challenges are putting the European Union into question. Now is the moment to show leadership towards our citizens. We must never forget both the privilege and the responsibility that we have inherited from our founding fathers and the previous generations. This is why it is paramount not only to remember, but also to ensure that history is not repeated. If we ignore or don't understand or read history, we cannot draw lessons from the past. This is the biggest threat to our future that we are facing. This was the consequence of the past, when history was indeed ignored. Today's debate gives me hope, because I know how committed this institution is, together with the European Commission. Together we must uphold our duties towards our citizens. And while some may try to make us believe that our citizens are losing faith or the connection with the European Union, we know that the opposite is true. In fact, we have data telling us that, on average, more than 70% of the citizens of Europe feel that they are EU citizens, whilst at the same time being attached to their homelands, to their nations. This figure has been steadily increasing even since 2012, when it was at the level of 61%. We need to continue working together towards making all citizens of this Union feel European citizens. By working together, I mean involving the whole society from all corners and strands. Cooperation is in our European spirit, and synthesis is at the core of our democracy. Because being European is not just a nice, a pleasant motto. It is the essence of tolerance, pluralism and solidarity. It is the recognition of our common values and humanity, as well as our common will and determination to live in a fair, free and peaceful world. It is the embracement of diversity, multilingualism, the respect for different cultures, identities and traditions. It is to care for each other, to love our own nation, to respect our neighbours, to share the feelings of belonging in our European family. I hope that these efforts will be sustained with your support for a Union that remembers its past, draws lessons from it, and does not revert to it. A Union that shatters silos, empowers unity, and shines as a global beacon and as a unique paradigm of solidarity among citizens, communities and nations. Thank you very much for your attention.